Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new Texas Lottery $10 Mega Loteria ticket. This is part of the February 2024 tickets series of tickets coming out in Texas. And yeah, I love Lotteria. This is my favorite kind of scratch ticket to buy. I just think it's a lot of fun to play. And so, yeah, this one plays just like a normal Lotteria ticket does. You've got two playing boards, and then you've got a few bonus games where if you can find both of the symbols there, you win that prize. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the Texas Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 3.54, and it looks like you can win anywhere from $10 up to $250,000. And yeah, I mean, the biggest thing that stands out here is it's a really weak top prize, $250,000 for a $10 ticket at 1 in 2.4 million odds is just ridiculous. I mean, you've got $10 tickets from other states with top prizes of $4 million, where the odds aren't that far off from what Texas Lottery has this. So I don't know how much money they think $250,000 is, but it is not enough money to have odds of 1 in 2.4 million. That is for sure. So just based on that top prize alone, with the odds of where they are, I'm really disappointed in what the Texas Lottery did with this ticket. It's just super cheap of them to do that. Now, looking at the rest of the prize structure, the only other thing that stands out is that the break-even prize is 1 in 9, and so that means a lot. It just means more of the game is being played here at the break-even level than it should be. I mean, it really doesn't matter how you're winning your money back, but it just makes it kind of boring when you're winning break-even prizes all the time. Now let's talk about taxes. So in Texas, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 24% in taxes. I don't view that tax money as part of the value of a game, and so that is going to affect how I view this top prize. So instead of $250,000, I'm going to view it as $190,000. So that makes it even worse. I mean, you're making a $10 wager for a $190,000 top prize at odds of 1 in 2.4 million. Again, I think that's ridiculous. But anyways, with the adjusted top prize there, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 69 and 70%. So, I mean, this doesn't reach the 70% minimum payout that we look for all tickets. And so, yeah, I mean, states can make plenty of money in that 70% range. So for Texas to put out a $10 ticket at less than 70% payout I mean, I'm running out of words to describe how poor of a job the Texas Lottery is doing. I mean, they're not treating their customers right. It's just total disregard for the people who are paying their hard-earned money to buy these tickets. But the other thing I will mention about this 69% payout is that it does include all of the top prizes and all of the upper mid-tier prizes, which not many people are going to be winning, which means very few people are going to see 69% payout on this game. And so what we want to know is, what's the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $100 prize level. So, if you're playing this game, when you do win, you're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between $10 and $100. And there is a split there. It's about 96-4. So the large majority, 96% of these $100 prizes are going to be included here in the bottom 99% of prizes, which are available to all people. The other 4%, though, are going to be included here in the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really hard to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds, move the decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and it's about 1 in every 354 tickets that would have a top 1% prize on it. So, you're in over $3,500 before you expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. So that is really important to note if you are considering playing this game. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And so when we do that, we find out that the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 62 and 63%. So this does exceed the minimum 60% that we look for all tickets for the bottom 99% payout. So this is going to feel like a pretty average ticket for at the $10 level. The people that are really going to experience the lack of value in this ticket are the lucky few who win the top 1% prize. There's just not a lot there to win, and so that's a shame on a lottery ticket. I've said this before, but I think the Texas lottery has kind of lost its way in a little bit lost its way a little bit in, you know, treating the lottery like a lottery. I mean, the lottery is where you go and pay $10 to potentially win $4 million. And so they've definitely lost their way a little bit. Now, here on this page, we're keeping track of the increases and decreases in Texas $10 tickets. The Mega Loteria data point is over here on the right. And you can see there was a dip in value from the previous $50, $100, or $500 ticket. And yeah, I mean, the $10 ticket category in Texas is shameful. I mean, for the best $10 ticket to have 70% payout is ridiculous. I mean, the Texas lottery is just ripping their customers off blind with these tickets. And it's not that the bottom 99% payout is so bad. It's that the top, there's just nothing to win at the top. And so, yeah, I mean, for me to play a lottery ticket, there's got to be something significant at the top. I like for the bottom 99% number to be high, but there's got to be something at the top to play for. And in Texas, it just seems like they're so stingy that they don't want to give you anything to play for. So, you know, why play the ticket if you can't really win anything good? And so that seems to be how the Texas lottery is going. But anyways, if you are playing $10 tickets in Texas, I don't recommend it unless you just love Loteria and like to play it. But I don't recommend. I mean, all of these payouts are pretty much trash. But if you are playing $10 tickets in Texas, the non-jackpot games are the ones with the highest payouts: 50, 100, or 500, 50, 100, or 500. That's where the best value is. If you're playing for odds, the 50x crossword game has the best odds. Actually, no, the Mega Loteria has better odds. I need to go back and change that. So Mega Loteria has the best odds currently. If you're a more conservative player and you like to hang on to as much of your money as possible, again, those non-jackpot games are the ones that will allow you to do that. And then if you are more of a high roller and you like to win a little bit more money when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, the Pink Diamonds has the most value in the top 1%. And then we are also keeping track of top prizes over here as well. Now here on this page, we are ranking Texas $10 tickets based on overall payout. Mega Loteria comes in as the third best $10 ticket that we've seen out of Texas since starting the channel. That's not saying much, though, because the values are just so bad. And then here on this page, we are ranking the Texas $10 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout. Mega Loteria comes in fourth place here. So again, it's not necessarily the 99% of losers who are experiencing the lack of value here. It's the lucky 1% that are missing out. Here on this page, we get to compare tickets across states. So yeah, you can see where Texas stands among the 6 states that we're looking at. So Texas not really competitive with what most of the other states are doing. I mean, California, at least 2% more value. Florida at almost like 4% more value. Then you've got Georgia. Its worst ticket, I guess, is like 3.5% more value. Then you've got Massachusetts, and that's really where we want to look, because Massachusetts regularly puts out $10 tickets in this 79 to 80% range. And so, I mean, that's a huge difference when you're looking at what Massachusetts is doing and what Texas is doing. So, 80% payout is what Massachusetts is at. 69% is where Texas is at. We're going to call that an 11 percentage point difference. That's a huge amount of money when you consider how much money goes into making just one of these games. you know, one game could easily have 10 million tickets that make it up. Multiply that by the $10 price tag. That's $100 million just for one of these scratch games. 11% of 100 million is $11 million that the Massachusetts Lottery is regularly putting into the hands of its players, that the Texas Lottery is basically stealing from its players every time they put out a $10 ticket. And so I would love to hear an explanation from the Texas Lottery for why they do that. But it ought to be illegal. Yeah, I mean, it ought to be illegal. And so, yeah, I wish somebody powerful could change that. Now, here on this page, we're comparing the bottom 99% payout across states. So 6260 was good enough to make this list. So 17th friendliest ticket to the average player. Like I said, it's not necessarily a bad ticket for the average player. It's a bad ticket for the lucky ones. Then here on this page, this is really to give a little more context as to just how bad the payout on this $10 ticket is. You've got the lowly $1 ticket. Massachusetts has more value than the $10 ticket coming out in Texas. $2 ticket in Georgia, 75% payout. That's over 5 percentage points more than what we're getting from a $10 ticket in Texas. We've got a $3 ticket at, over 3 percentage points more. You've got a $5 ticket at, what is that, almost 8 percentage points more. So, yeah, I mean, this Texas ought to be ashamed and embarrassed of not the ticket itself, but the value that they're putting on their tickets. Somebody at the Texas Lottery needs to be fired, and sooner rather than later, for the sake of the people in Texas. Now, here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets we've looked at on the channel so far. Yeah, I mean, this ticket's 69% value is not even close to making this list, but we do have some $10 tickets here. As a matter of fact, you've got Massachusetts right here. So, if you like $10 tickets, what my advice is find a Massachusetts scratcher that you like and you trust and go in on some books of $10 tickets for Massachusetts. You're going to get way more bang for your buck doing that than wasting your money on the Texas tickets at the value that they have them at right now. And then these are the top 36 friendliest tickets that we've seen on the channel so far. And again, we do see some $10 tickets on this page. There's even a $10 ticket from Texas on here. So yeah, it is completely possible for Texas to do a much better job. They have to. I just think that I hope my goal is to get this information out, not to make the people of Texas feel bad, but to kind of open your eyes as to how bad the Texas Lottery is treating you, because you don't deserve to be treated the way that they're treating you, and they need to do better, and they need to hear from you that you're not going to buy the tickets unless they improve them. But that's about it for this video. Love the ticket, hate the value. So that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.